student of political science,
Yeah.
you know. So basically, political participation it is evidently believed that politics, democracy in itself means rule by the people.
Yeah.
And as citizens of any country, we don't rule. We the people don't rule unless we participate. So how we rule our country is by participating in these democratic processes, and these democratic processes often involve voting, either voting for a candidate or being yourself a candidate. Things like paying your taxes is a way of be you part of participating in democratic processes.
Yeah.
Reporting things, constantly engaging your local councillor, whatever it need be, whether it is to write a letter to your National Assembly speaker so that a particular motion can be tabled on behalf of your particular community, things like that. So political activism basically is us as citizens taking the baton into our own hands and ruling our democracy.
Okay.
Yeah, Elizabeth, it is really commendable that at least you also brought in a scholar, because if I'm to speak, I would rather speak as a politician, but then a scholar would be able to bring in the articles and what the background education that is needed in such a discussion, because then I would be speaking from a political perspective, but then having a scholar is really commendable. But let me just add on to what Ginola had just said now, and let me make it, rather should I say, categorically clear that you are not politically active only when you are a member of parliament. You are not politically active when you are a councillor. You are not politically active when you are in the structures of your political party. You are politically active since the day that you are born, because already it is enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia and the fundamental human rights that there are certain rights that come undisputed, like they are your birth rights, like they are enshrined in the Constitution. Is it Article 8? Yeah, you see, that is why we need scholars. So that is already you partaking in a political process, that you are already protected by the Constitution. That is already you participating, because you are already given your right at a silver platter: shelter, basic needs, human needs, like that already. Yes, that already speaks to one's dignity. That is already participating in politics, like the right that you have to go education. That is already dignity, because tomorrow you become someone and you are able to become a economic or society. So there is already political participation. So the ability to again question the system, when you have the liberty to question the system, so to say to you that I am unhappy with this, what have you already done? You've already partaken in the political process. When you are able to, when you are taxpayer, as Ginola just said right now, that's the part that I love. People always say government this, government that, government that. But my brother, my sister, you are government. You are the taxpayer. You are government. So that, in my opinion, is when you participate in politics. It already comes from your birthright. That is already you participating in politics. But again, from a scholar's perspective, it will already come to the people ruling themselves. When we speak of democracy, we speak of the people.
Yeah.
So we cannot have a democratic system and say that people do not have the liberty to question. In a democracy, we must be ready to have robust questions at some times. And again, it is again a constitutional provision that people can stand up against a sitting party, that people can question a sitting leader. So that in itself is already political participation. The right to question the system, the right to express your opinion. Yes, when you have liberty, that is already political participation. But again, I want to reiterate that people need to understand that government is not a building, government is not a person. You are government. The taxpayer is government, because government structures are also funded from taxpayers' money.
Yeah, I see.